Give you a live look outside the courthouse in Brunswick, Georgia. Crowds are gathered in anticipation of verdicts in the trial of the men accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery. Now, inside the courthouse, 12 Glenn County residents, 9 white women, 2 white men, and 1 black man, all deciding the outcome of the case.
And this case is being closely watched from Georgia, really all across the country. And CBS 46 is here to help break it all down. We have live team coverage. And let's begin with Haley Mason, who has spent weeks in Brunswick covering this case. And Haley, you've been speaking with our legal analysts about what's been happening behind closed doors. What have you learned?
Rick, behind closed doors, we know the jury has been deliberating for more than 4.5 hours, and they haven't asked the judge a single question yet. More than a year and a half after Ahmaud Arbery was killed, this is the moment this community, these families have been waiting for. And the future of the 3 men charged with murder now hinges on 12 Glenn County residents. Lead prosecutor Linda Donikoski walked jurors through the charges against Gregory and Travis McMichael and William Bryan in the killing of Ahmaud Arbery.
And they're in it together, because without Greg McMichael, this would never have happened.
She tells the jury that under Georgia's law regarding parties to a crime, all 3 defendants are responsible for Arbery's death.
You can't claim self-defense if you are the unjustified initial aggressor. He's not afraid. He moved toward Mr. Arbery.
Donikoski says this was not self-defense or a citizen's arrest, as the defense has claimed.
Can anyone reasonably believe that Ahmaud Arbery was just doing a looky-loo on those nights?
Strangers with intent to kill. I yelled, "Stop or I'll blow your head off," or something. I want him to know that we weren't playing. This is what he said to the police.
Each defendant is charged with malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and criminal attempt to commit a felony. I talked with CBS 46 legal analyst Paige Pate about the prosecutor's final arguments.
I think she really, put everything together when she reminded the jury that according to Travis McMichael, the emergency here was that there was a black man in Satilla Shores. So she ignored racial prejudice evidence all during the trial, but I think she reminded the jury in a very effective way this morning that that's what this case is really about.
Pate says the judge's instructions to the jury on the legal definitions was critical.
From the defense perspective, they want this jury to believe they could conduct a citizen's arrest for a crime that happened a week or so ago. And I think the judge made clear this morning that you cannot do that.
Now a 12-person jury of Glenn County residents, 9 white women, 2 white men, and 1 black man will decide the verdict for crimes that carry life in prison. And each of those defendants is charged with murder. Those murder charges are what carry the life sentence. But one thing I want to note is William Bryan's case is a little bit different for this jury. They can decide in Bryan's case to charge him on what's called lesser included charges. That means that he could be charged with misdemeanors, not exclusively those felonies that the McMichaels are facing, and that would be a different fate for William Bryan here. Right now, we know the jury is still deliberating through the evening, and we'll be bringing you the latest updates if they have questions. And of course, when they have a verdict, we'll be coming to you live. Reporting live outside the Glenn County Courthouse, Haley Mason, CBS 46 News.
Haley, thank you. Zach Summers continues our team coverage tonight. And Zach, supporters from both sides are right now gathered outside the Glenn County Courthouse.
Yeah, Tracy, as we continue to wait that verdict, demonstrators, locals, other groups, they're all gathered on the lawn outside the Glenn County Courthouse. Demonstrations today have not been as loud nor large as we've seen in days past, but they are here. There is optimism as well among those who have been paying attention to this trial. Ahmaud Arbery's mother telling reporters earlier she thought the lead prosecutor did a fantastic job in her closing rebuttal this morning. Many here supporting. The family say they showed up because Ahmaud could have easily been them.
I do think that we will come back with a guilty verdict. And I want to leave you with this. God has brought us this far, and he's not going to fail us now. Amen. We will get justice for Ahmaud.
Like Martin Luther King said, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., it is injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So we got to continue to fight for justice. We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Now, we caught up with defense attorney Kevin Goff. He offered his sympathy to the Arbery family, acknowledging how tough it must have been for Ahmaud's parents to hear and see some of the things that were said and shown during this trial. We're live in Brunswick. Zach Summers, CBS 46 News.
Thank you, Zach. Be the first to know when a verdict comes down by downloading the free CBS 46 streaming app. Get breaking news alerts sent straight to your phone.